Okay. Here we are. Final thought. Interracial dating. Is it a form of self-hate for blacks, or is it becoming a safe haven for the black man's woman? A lot of sisters hit me back and was like, "Yo, we're not your woman. You can't claim us like that, And we don't belong to y'all. We make our own choices, our own decisions. And let me just say, for me, we talked about beliefs, and I always say, don't date your ideas, right? And then I modified it. Don't date an unchallenged idea. Where do our prejudices come from, right? Do we challenge where they come from, right? For me, it seems like our hurts, right, our wounds heal in geological time. Technology is doubling, tripling, quadrupling every 30 days, but we're carrying archaic, old, ancient beliefs and wounds and narratives with us into the future. As technology speeds up and advances, look at that new movie, Lucy. Oh, yeah, she's going to use all of her brain and stop time. And the other movie, Limitless, right? I'm going to take a pill and get smart overnight and write 10 books, right? There's a book called Prometheus Rising by Robert Anton Wilson. And it's a book about intelligence intensification, right? Everybody is moving towards the future progressively, but yet we're also still carrying old wounds and baggage and narratives. I believe that the ideas and concepts that we hold mold our future on a spiritual, intimate level. So, with that said, imagine how black love relations would change if we changed our beliefs. I call everybody a hypocrite who calls themselves a transformational coach, who can say, if you change your beliefs, you change your life, you change your experience, but yet can't apply that same belief to intimate relationships. Right? You're a hypocrite. You're not using the tools that will change your life. You can do it to make more money. You can do it to change your income bracket, but you can't do it to change your love life. I don't believe it's racist for people to want to mate with their own kind. When I say their own kind, humankind, humanity is one thing. It's one species with varying hues, right? Human, the colored man, not the NAACP version, but the man of color, the man of hue, right? And I believe we can all date and marry each other. I look at white folk as the same. Who's ever seen the albino roach? I've seen them. They're very rare. But the albino roach shows up from time to time. I see them as part of the roach family, right? We're all roaches here. So I say that to say, until brothers and sisters get past the impasse, I believe sisters have their own challenges, and I believe brothers have their own challenges. But we've got to stop cutting each other's necks off and then making, to me it's dumb for sisters to say, we now have a justification to go date somebody else. You haven't given us any choice. Is that not victimhood? Right? No. What about the investment in the dilapidated man? No. If white people can go into a dilapidated neighborhood and regentrify it, why can't the sister regentrify her love for her brother? Why can't she reinvest in his spiritual community? And vice versa. And vice versa. Right? It's the narrative we're carrying that keeps us separate. True. Krishnamurti said something that was powerful. That's my favorite philosopher. He said, it is conceptual thinking that causes conflict and division. Race is a concept. That's right. Race is an idea. Right? He said also, teachers who get in front of students that have not resolved their inner issue are a danger to the student. They are hurting and damaging the student. Get his unreconciled ass away from those kids. This is where we live today. We have a lot of unreconciled issues, and now we're creating coping mechanisms as a means of opting out on both sides, brothers and sisters.
Are you open to commentary on that?
Oh, that's Brother Bill. Bill, we're doing the final thought. As a matter of fact, let me get Bill in. I don't mind sharing my final thought with you, Bill. Go ahead, speak to us.
I would beg you to examine this from a quantum physics point of view.
Say again?
So I would beg you to examine this from a quantum physics point of view.
Oh, quantum physics. I love it. Let's go, Bill.
Because quantum physics would consider our issues not a psychological problem, but an energy problem.
Energy, right.
And that we have inherited the bondage of enslavement from our ancestors on an energy level. And until that is addressed on an energy level, divisions between us will continue to occur.
Absolutely. Quantum entanglement, Bill is talking about. It's a real situation. I'm writing a book about relationships on a quantum level. The quantum level, the static rules don't apply. They don't apply. And Bill's absolutely right. Listen, we're not here to answer all your questions, but we are here to fucking rattle your cage and make you think deeply and make you question yourself. We don't have no answers for relationships like that, but however, if we still carrying around old templates that actually mold our reality, and it's not going to be the one that we want. With that said, that's my final thought.